we have, substantial amounts of video actually from that street. There's so many homes have surveillance systems now. We also have surveillance system from West 47th Street.
All the way up.
Okay, on the next street over by the convenience store.
Mm-hmm.
We have video from multiple places over there. So we know something bad happened inside of that apartment.
At this moment, the suspect Osby Scott, who also goes by the name Cortez or No-No, realizes the evidence is inescapable, and he's caught on camera with no way out.
I didn't mean for none of this shit to happen, man. I didn't mean for none of this shit to happen, man. Family of both, man. This shit crazy. Man, I guess I'll see you next lifetime.
Oh, you do, man. Just hit me when you get up.
See you in the next lifetime.
And now the problem is this, again, one person is deceased, one person isn't. All right?
And the dog got shot.
And the dog got shot too.
You know pork chop, right?
On December 23rd, 2019, Osby Scott, 52, entered the apartment of Dillard Carl Kennedy and his girlfriend Heather Kruthamel at West 49th Street near Storer Avenue at about 11 p.m. to collect a $200 debt. When Dillard told Osby he didn't have the money, it sparked a heated argument between them.
The bed, I said, Cortez, can you please leave? At that time, I heard the first gunshot, and then Cortez beat the bedroom door in, and he looked at me and pointed the gun at me and shot it. I was like, my legs were underneath my butt, like I was kneeling on the bed holding pork chop. I didn't know I got shot or anything. And that took him like a couple seconds. Then Carl, he had a pink blanket wrapped around him, and he like fell like onto the bed and said, "Call 911."
After the shooting, Osby fled the scene. A week later, on January 1st, 2020, police arrested him at a car lot. Following his arrest, authorities uncovered a recorded jail call in which Osby referenced the incident.
Dog run up on me and dude got a clear look at my face. They've seen me walk from 47 to 49th through the what's name lot, which I did.
However, during the interrogation, Osby adamantly denied any involvement.
Mr. Scott, you know why you're here?
Man, something went on over at that freaking house on the west side, and I'm thinking your guys looking for me because they done OD'd or something. And then I called around, somebody said somebody been shot.
Yeah, something bad happened at that house on West 49th on December 23rd, Mr. Scott. And here's the thing is, we have one person that was killed, one person that was injured, okay?
Surveillance footage from two neighbors and the surrounding local businesses captured Osby near the apartment. Among the recovered footage, Osby could be seen approaching the house and later fleeing the area. This footage, along with witness testimony, was used to trace his movements on the night of the incident.
And we have, substantial amounts of video actually from that street. There's so many homes have surveillance systems now. We also have surveillance system from West 47th Street.
All the way up.
Okay, on the next street over by the convenience store. We have video from multiple places over there. So we know something bad happened inside of that apartment. What exactly happened, we don't know. I don't think you're a cold-blooded killer, Mr. Scott.
Man, listen.
I don't.
I didn't do nothing to nobody, man. I went there to talk to them and say, "Where's my money?" Boom. Before I came upstairs, somebody was already up there arguing with them folks. Okay. Then I hear, "Wow." I went back through the field and got to walking. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about nothing, man. But I'm thinking there's somebody that OD'd over.
What do they call you on the street?
They call me No.
They call you No?
Yeah.
No?
Yes.
All right. So, again, Mr. Scott, here's the thing. You don't come across to me as a cold-blooded killer.
Man, I ain't
Something bad happened up in there. Here's the issue, what we got to get past, and we got to get out in front of, is there's two sides to every story, right? And somewhere in the middle is the truth.
Yeah.
Somewhere in here. That's what we're trying to get to. Something happened up in there. And now the problem is this, is, again, one person is deceased, one person isn't. All right?
And the dog got shot.
And the dog got shot too.
You know pork chop, right?
Yeah, look, I tell you, I'm quite sure you looked through her phone. I used to work with the guy.
Right.
I used to front him though.
So, Mr. Scott, let me ask you a question.
And that was it.
I don't know what the argument was about. What I can say is that based on the testimony of the surviving victim, based on the surveillance video from the surrounding areas, we'd really like to know what bad took place up in there. Something bad happened.
Man, all I know is I heard some arguments.
So when did you walk to get to the apartment? Which way did you come?
I came through the street. I mean, through the field right there.
From 47th?
Yeah. I usually meet them at the convenience store to give them this shit.
Which,
They do it, man. You know all of that, man. Come on.
well,
You know everything,
listen,
man. You know
we're
they
not the
junkies,
dope police. Yeah,
You know they junkies,
yeah,
man.
I get it.
And then for anybody to say that I did anything to him besides talk to him, they did wrong, man. They did wrong. You don't owe me number $600 bucks. I used to work with your man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this: what kind of car did you have? What car were you driving that night?
I don't have a car. I have a green Tahoe.
Yeah, is that what you were driving that night?
No, I didn't. It drove over there.
How'd you get there?
I was over on 73rd over there by Clark Bar. Boom! I was waiting for a ride to come get me. So I said, no, let me stomp over there and ask these people about my money.
Uh-huh.
I went over there and asked them about my money. Tried to go ask them about my money. That's what my whole purpose was.
So let me just stop you for 1 second, okay? Here's the thing, Mr. Scott, again, I can't impress upon you the importance of just, telling us what happened, and this is why. Is already you've locked her into this here. You're at 73rd, you walked to their place. You walked past their street to 47th, to go down 47th, to cut back through a field to get to their apartment.
Okay.
I mean, that
I sell dope.
kind of goes
I don't
against
wanna be seen.
logic. You know what I mean?
I sell dope. I don't want to be seen.
But
That's as simple as that.
again, remember what I said about all the video in those houses around there?
I know you got video on no house
So,
around there. I ain't listen, man. You ain't seen me doing no, man. You don't see me brandish no gun, no nothing, man. On
No,
no video.
you're absolutely right. All
You don't
that
see
happened.
none of that, man.
You're absolutely right.
So you
Because
kill all that, man. I did not
All of that happened up inside of the apartment.
do nothing to nobody, man.
But see, here's the thing. I mean, we've got you on video walking to the apartment. We've got you on video coming out of the field after the incident took place, almost getting bit by a dog.
Exactly.
Getting into the Tahoe, driving away.
I didn't get in no Tahoe, man. See, that's a lie. You lying.
When you got into an SUV and you got into the driver's seat of it and you drove away. Because we've got you on video.
Okay, you got me on video.
Now,
with that,
here's
man,
the
but you don't
question.
got me on video shooting nobody or nothing, man. I ain't did nothing to nobody,
No,
man. When
but
I called
here-
around and found out that a man got shot, I'm saying, oh my God, man. They
Here-
trying to shoot me.
Why would a person that knows you and has known you for a while say it was you if it wasn't you?
Because listen, they owe about come to find out they've been owing me $600 for like 3 months. Come to find they owe about 4 other different dope dudes that's been over the questioning them, threatening them, all this other shit, man. She ran off with a dope dude on Carl. And him and Carl had words and all that other shit, man. She protecting this cat, man. I know she is, man, because I ain't did nothing to neither one of them. I say, listen, I want my money, man. I said, I'm coming over here to talk to you. She first thing she said, don't come over and talk about. But when I get down there, man, when I get down to the bottom of the stairs, my dude, to go up their stairs, somebody's up there arguing with these already, man.
So you called her on the phone?
I called her on the phone like 4 hours or something like that before. Cause I stopped over my T's house.
Whose phone is that in the truck?
That's my phone.
That's your phone.
It's not on.
It ain't no flip phone, right?
No.
You called her on the flip phone?
No, I called her on T's phone.
Who's T?
Latanya. I called her on T's phone. I stopped over T's house. I said, I'm fucked up, my phone off. I lost my money in the motherfucking casino.
Mm-hmm.
I'm broke. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I called you. I said, I got to call Carl and them. Let me use your phone. Boom. She let me use her phone. And I called the people over there. Boom. They dropped me on 73rd. I said, you coming back through, man. You gonna let me rent the car for the night? Yes. You let me rent the car for the night. That's the car you see me get in. See what I'm saying?
What kind of car was it?
It's I think it's a white Toyota truck or something like that. But anyway.
An SUV?
Yeah. Right? And he's a junkie. You know what I mean? That's all I did, man. I didn't really go up there to see him.
Osby is fully aware that he faces a potential life sentence. But despite that, he's determined to do everything in his power to contest it.
Because when I'm staying upstairs, they arguing, and I hear a bunch of tussling and shit, and then I get the fuck on through the field.
So you never went in the house?
No, not at all, man. I never went in the house, man.
Did you ever see anybody come out of it?
I got the fuck on when I hear the tussling, and then I hear the bop. I'm getting the fuck on. What am I standing around for? You know what I'm saying? It's another, man. It's a
You're a pop in your friend's apartment.
Huh?
You're a pop in your friend's apartment. That'd be a good. You just said you heard a pop.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the. Listen, it's a guy driving Cadillac. It's another dude they call Mac. He be over there. You know what I'm saying? These dudes that they know already, man. That they on their phone that's calling them back.
Mr. Scott, let me just interject for 1 second. Just take a deep breath and just get yourself together here. Now, I wasn't there again. I don't know what happened, okay? What I can say is this, is that the video evidence that we have after the shooting took place shows nobody coming out of the front of that building except the surviving victim running across, yelling for help. And the video we have from 47th shows nobody coming out except you getting into that truck.
Coming out?
Yeah, coming through that field.
Come on, man. That's impossible, bro.
Well,
when I got there, somebody was up there arguing with them folks already, man. I don't know nothing about none of that shit. I don't have.
Well, we'll ask her about it. What did it sound like? White guy, black guy, what?
It just was. All I heard, Colonel, well, I ain't got your money, man. I used to work with this cat, man. What the fuck I'm a. Oh my God, man! I used to work with these guys, man.
So then you went to the casino after that?
No.
When did you go to the casino?
I got cracked at the casino like 2 days before that. That's why I'm going around trying to get my money.
You didn't go to the casino that night?
No.
The next morning?
No.
Sure about that?
No.
About 4:30 in the morning.
Did I go to the casino?
Mm-hmm.
That night?
Yeah. About 4:30.
Which casino I went to?
Jack.
Downtown?
Yeah.
Did I go to the casino? I don't know. If I got popped. I don't know. Once I said shit, they into some other shit, I say, man, I ain't gonna get my money. I probably did go to the casino.
Did you know that we were looking for you?
Yeah, at first I thought somebody had OD'd off some fentanyl.
Why did if now you're saying that you're a witness to something?
I'm not a witness to nothing.
You didn't see it, but you heard a gun go off. And you know that we're after you. Why wouldn't you have called us to say, hey, man, I know I got a story for you, but it wasn't me.
Man, listen, I don't want to be part of none of this shit, man. I didn't want to be part of none of it. None of it.
Yeah.
Not a drop of it, man.
You're
you know what I'm saying? When I heard that somebody had.
But you knew we were looking for you.
Yeah, man. I'm talking about shit. I'm like, damn, they probably trying to put this shit on me. I don't know, man. Come on.
We don't put anything on anyone, just so you know.
Okay.
Because we don't,
Okay.
we got no skin in the game. I just want to know the truth.
The truth is, I did not shoot nobody. Bottom line.
You did not shoot nobody.
Shoot nobody,
And
punch
and the
nobody,
truth is-
kick nobody, pinch
And
nobody,
the truth
stab
is
nobody.
that you walked down there from the bar on 73rd.
I walked from 73rd and Clark over there. I had a ride coming to get me over there, meet me over there. I was going to
And the
rent
truth
it.
is that you got chased by the dog.
Yep.
And the truth is that you went exactly from getting chased by the dog and got into an SUV that just was sitting over there and in the driver's seat and drove away.
I told dude to meet me over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you going
Who's the dude?
they call him Ray, man. They call him Electric Ray. You fix on houses and shit, man.
The Electric Ray was in the car?
Yes. He had to be. He bought the car there to me.
Was he in it when you left in it?
Yeah.
Was he driving? Or were you driving?
No, I drove.
So Electric Ray brought the car over there and parked on the wrong street.
No, he didn't park on the road. He parked on the street. I told him to park on me.
Why did you tell him to park on that street?
Because I don't want him to know them or none of that shit.
Osby provides a confusing account of how he arrived at the apartment, which contradicts the video evidence and fails to explain why he was the only one seen leaving the building after the shooting. Yet Heather's and her insights were sure to bring the truth to light.
So,
But he must, I know I can't really say much, but he must have known he was going to do something because he didn't park in our driveway. And there was no car leaving our
Okay.
road.
What kind of car does he have?
He has a dark green Explorer. And I don't know if you all were at my house, but right behind our house is an empty lot.
Mm-hmm.
So if I had to think, that's where I think he took off, because I took off
Mm-hmm.
the direction to the road and I didn't see a car leaving, nothing.
So he went down through the cut.
I think he did. I can't say for sure. I didn't hear him or anything.
Osby becomes more and more defensive as the detectives press him, attempting to provoke a reaction by hurling insults and profanities at Heather.
I haven't been there. I know you ain't got my shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So the bedroom door,
Heather's
not
lying.
on. Huh?
Heather's lying to us.
Man, Heather is not, man, listen, Heather,
What's she got against you?
listen, what she got against me, because she knows she has to tell her dumb man that she be fucking with, that a story about, cause what she does, she gets credit while Carl's at work. And Carl had to end up paying these guys. Heather is a sneaky, slimy man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. I'm saying she done got called into so much shit with dudes. While he's at work, she's triggered. Her and Matt's wife. Matt's wife does her run too.
So if it was someone else that shot her, why wouldn't she just tell us that? What's the difference between dope boys that she owns?
Maybe she fucking a dude that she know to do. I don't know, man. But I'm saying I did not do none of this, man. I'm telling you, man.
So, Mr. Scott, let me ask you a question.
This bitch put me shit on me, man. This shit killing me, man.
When she says she was laying down, then watching a movie, and here's a knock on the door, and she goes in the kitchen and asks who it is. And the voice on the other side says it's no. So she calls Carl, says, "Hey, Cortez is here." She goes back into the bedroom with pork chop because she's dressed in her night clothes and closes the door. And she knows your voice because you've been there. And
Man, I used to work with the guy, man.
And so she knew who it was, and she comes in and she hears you two arguing. And it's exactly what you said it was about money. Wanting your money. And
I said that on the phone.
She yells out and asks you to leave the house. Next thing she knows, there's a pop. Next thing that happens is her bedroom door gets kicked in, and she's staring at you while she's holding her dog, and you point a gun at her and pull the trigger. Now, when she gets onto a stand and gives that kind of a testimony, Mr. Scott, which seems completely unprovoked, and that coupled with the forensic and video evidence along with your own admission that you were there. You got to get out in front of this, my man.
Man, I'm out in front of it. I told you what I said, man. That's it, man. I ain't saying nothing. That's some shit for this bitch sitting around me like that, man. That's some hurtful shit. I ain't did shit to this motherfucking woman, man. I ain't did a different thing to this woman, man.
So you understand that?
Because I'm the next man. I guess I'm the next one. Oh, man.
You get the video, but the video evidence shows nobody else going there, shows nobody else leaving there, Mr. Scott, except you.
Man, listen, I don't know how
You're the only one. So if something bad happened up in there and things got out of control, so be it. So be it. But you got to get out in front of this, because I'm telling you, if you go in with this story, people are going to look at you just as some kind of cold-blooded, ruthless killer.
Man, listen.
And that's how they're going to see you. I don't think that's you.
Man, it's not me. I didn't go up them stairs and do nothing to them people, man. I didn't do nothing to them people, man. I ain't doing. I don't want nobody's lying on me like this, man. This shit's killing me, man. This shit's fucking me around. And then her and motherfucking Matt's girl don't like me anyway. Cause me and Matt girl and I got into it with the arguments like that, man. These some conniving country, man. I'm telling you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Whose girl? Matt's girl?
Matt's girl and her, man, they be tricking, man, while they dudes at work, man.
I don't think...
I'm telling you, man, these niggas got
Matt?
somebody...
Have we heard of a Matt?
Matt is Carl's partner that worked for DK&R, man. My girl and his girl, man, it be on some snake all the time, man. Man, listen. Oh, my God, man.
Watch how Osby's expression shifts as the detectives gradually succeed in drawing out a confession.
Do you own any guns?
No.
Have you ever owned any guns?
Not at all.
If I showed you a picture of a gun that you had, that would be what? I doctored the picture?
What?
A little tiny, looks like a little Glock, maybe? A little 26?
Glock?
A 320? I don't know.
Little gun.
Little gun in your hand.
I don't have no guns. I don't have a
Never
gun.
touch a gun.
I do not have a gun.
So if I got a picture of you holding the gun,
Yeah, you
that
got a
would be
picture of me
yours?
holding a gun.
Huh?
If you got a picture of me holding a gun, you got a picture of me holding a gun.
But it's not yours.
I don't have a gun.
Have you ever had a gun?
No, sir.
Have you ever tried to sell a gun?
No, sir.
Have you ever given a gun to anybody for home protection?
No.
Because you were worried about them?
No.
Because they promised that they were going to try to buy the gun from you?
No.
None of that happened? Okay. Fair enough.
You know what, Mr. Scott, I don't think you meant to shoot Carl. I don't.
Shoot, Carl.
I think it was an accident. You panicked after the fact.
I didn't
You
shoot
didn't know
Carl,
what to
man.
do.
I didn't shoot
you
Carl.
knew
I
that
didn't
Heather-
shoot nobody. Didn't shoot
Because you
him.
knew that Heather knew who you were.
Man, I did not shoot.
And the fact that you left without making sure Heather was gone shows me that none of this was planned. That it was a sure panic moment. You're not a cold-blooded killer, because if you were, you would have made sure that there were no witnesses left.
Unbeknownst to Osby, Heather's testimony would alter the course of his life forever.
All right, so Heather, why don't you tell me about the events of last evening?
I was in the bedroom. Carl was on the couch. The lights were off. We had a movie on. He was gonna finish his dip and then come into the bedroom and lay down with me.
He did do that, or he was going to?
That's why he was still on the couch, because he was
Okay.
gonna finish his dip and then come lay down and watch the movie with me. You could see the TV from the bed.
Where was the dog?
He was in the bed with me.
With you?
Yeah. But then there was a knock on the door. And I went to the kitchen and I called out, "Who is it?" At that time, Cortez said his street name, No. And I said, "Who is it?" And he said, No. So I turned around and told Carl. At that time, Carl went into the kitchen and turned the light on and opened the door. Pork Chop came onto the front door too because he likes to jump on people. So I went into the kitchen and got Pork Chop, and me and Pork Chop went into the bedroom because I was in my night clothes. And I shut the door. And I was just, me and Pork Chop were on the bed. I could hear Cortez asking Carl for his money. I don't know the specific amount. Past 2.5 weeks, Cortez has been calling the phone. I believe he said it was $100. Carl told Cortez that we didn't have any money. And Cortez argued that Carl just came back from Iowa, which was a work trip he was just on. And Carl told him that he did not get paid yet. Now, I don't know. I know that there was more conversation, but I don't really know for sure. I do remember, and I didn't tell you this, that it sounded like Cortez was going to hit Carl. And no, but then I said, Cortez, can you please leave? And that...
Well, hang on a second.
Mm-hmm.
This was all going on in the kitchen?
In the kitchen, living room, I don't know.
Where were you when you
I
heard
was
them?
in the bedroom with the dog with the door shut.
With the door shut and you heard them arguing?
Yeah, remarkably.
Okay.
And they cheated. So then that's why I didn't open the door or get off the bed. I said, Cortez, can you please leave? And that time I heard the first gunshot. And then Cortez beat the bedroom door in. And he looked at me and pointed the gun at me and shot it. I was like, my legs were underneath my butt, like I was kneeling on the bed holding Pork Chop. I didn't know I got shot or anything. And that took him like a couple seconds. Then Carl, he had a pink blanket wrapped around him, and he like fell like onto the bed and said, call 911. So at that time I ran down the stairs and just...
Now, what happened directly after he pulled the trigger with the gun pointed to you?
He must have left right away. I didn't hear him say anything. I didn't hear the door open, the door shut, nothing.
Okay.
All I do know is that when Carl asked me to call 911 and I ran down the stairs and I knocked on the door below us, his name's Chris, that tenant, he didn't answer. And the only other person I know is the cross the street number. So I ran across the street. Before I ran across the street, I looked both ways. So I remember doing that, and I remember not seeing a vehicle leaving. I didn't see any taillights or any car lights because I wanted to make sure I could get across the street safely. So then I ran across the street and used that neighbor's phone and called 911.
Okay.
And then I came back to the apartment and told Carl that they were coming and that I can hear them and just hang up. Remember that time, that's when the ambulance came.
So,
But he must, I know I can't really say much, but he must have known he was going to do something because he didn't park in our driveway. And there was no car leaving our road.
What kind of car does he have?
He has a dark green Explorer. And I don't know if you all were at my house. But right behind our house is an empty lot. Mm-hmm. So if I had to think, that's where I think he took off, because I took off the direction to the road, and I didn't see a car leaving, nothing.
So he went down through the cut?
I think he did. I can't say for sure. I didn't hear him or anything.
So, let me ask you this. How long have you known Carl?
For, like 3.5 years. I knew him for about a half year before I got with him.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I meant to ask you about Cortez.
He was recent. He started working with them when we lived the Sonesta. Lived at the Sonesta Suites. My birth around June.
So since June.
Yeah, he was
About
Carl
6 months.
and Matt Smith, my friend. Matt and Carl were linemen together, and Cortez was their ground hand.
Was there what?
Ground hand?
Ground hands?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, you said they've been working together for about 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
Cortez and Carl.
Yeah.
That's
And
boss's
Derek
phone number.
Rosenbaum
Yeah,
was the one that hired Cortez. He met Cortez at the casinos. They both like to play cards. So I guess that's where he met Cortez and offered him a job. I know that Derek would know
Derek
Cortez's last name.
Derek's the boss?
Derek Rosenbaum is the boss, Carl, and the owner of DKR Communications.
Who's the owner of DKR?
Derek Rosenbaum.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You knew the number off the top of your head, huh?
Yeah, because I always
What is
call
it again?
Always checking on them. It's such dangerous work.
Where is that place, DKR? Do you know?
Derek's from Tennessee. I want to say Tennessee or Kentucky. It's so close. I don't know where his mailing address is for DKR, but I do know that he has an apartment up here, about 10 minutes from our house.
So
I don't know the
let me
name.
ask you this:
There's more. I don't know.
Does he get? Do those guys get paid under the table?
It's
Okay, so
Yeah.
okay,
Well, 1099, you
Yeah.
know, but
so but Derek would have that information.
yes, sir.
I mean, it's a legit.
And they-
It's a
yeah,
legit business.
yeah.
It's not
Nothing.
some guy
touchy
doing
or
side work or
No,
anything.
they were subcontracted from Mass Tech, and Mass Tech contracted them from Verizon. They are putting up the new 5G for Verizon all through Cleveland. Do you need me to say that again?
No.
Okay.
So what do you think, Cortez? What do you think did he owe him money
Yeah, I know he owed him money.
for what?
I don't know, to be honest. If I had to guess, it might have been a little bit of cash and a little bit of drugs.
Okay.
I don't know for certain. I was never there when Cortez gave Carl any
Got it.
monetary or drug value.
That little black car in the back parking lot.
That's the lady in the first apartment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a car?
No, sir.
No. Okay. All right.
I'm just going to do some digging.
So you were in the bedroom when he left? Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
When he came in the house, was the kitchen door closed behind him?
You mean the outside door?
No, like the door to your apartment. When he came in, did you guys close the door behind him?
Yes. Because we don't want the dog to run out.
So he had to grab the handle to get out, right?
Yes. Yes, he did. And
That's a good thing.
yeah, I know he kicked the door, but he also opened the bedroom door.
And he opened the bedroom door.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I know that Carl didn't touch the bedroom door, and I didn't touch the bedroom door because it was open.
Okay. All right. So we got some video of him
Oh, you do?
walking down the street.
Mm-hmm.
But it's black and white. That's why I
And
asked you
he's
what.
black.
Well, that's why I asked you what color his hoodie was. And
Mhm.
you described him perfect. He's got a hoodie and a beanie cap
That
on.
will not. Like, you know.
Gray and black.
I think it was like a copper rust color and
Rust
tan.
color.
That would show up as grayish on black and white. And I know
Well, just what you remember.
I know it was dark jeans, like a copper rust colored tan flannel jacket, and a dark cap.
Heather testified truthfully, while Osby, deep in denial, was on the brink of breaking down.
You didn't do that.
Man, I'm not a cold-blooded killer, man.
I know you're not. I've sat across from cold-blooded killers.
Huh.
And you're not one of them.
They look right through you when they look at you.
Yeah, listen.
Things went bad, Carl. Mr. Scott. I don't know exactly what happened. And there's not a doubt in my mind that you didn't mean to shoot Carl. There's not a doubt in my mind that you were there maybe trying to get the money that they owed you. And they owed you money. I mean, they're living on the streets. And again, I've been doing this 24 years. He's been doing it 26, 27 years. We get it when they owe you on the streets. And that's a chance they take when they're getting this on credit. That eventually they're going to have to pay it back. I think that things just got out of hand.
Or
There's no doubt in my mind.
that's his version. My version is that you knew you were going to go over there to rob him. You parked on the other side of the street. You walked around there. Maybe Rob got bad. Something went bad. But you knew that you were going to not park in front of that house because you knew what was going to go down in that house. That's my version. That makes it premeditated. So when we present this to a prosecutor, maybe my version wins, maybe his version wins. But that's a roll of the dice that you're in control of right now. If something happened in that house that caused you to defend yourself, if something happened in that house that was accidental, then that's something that we need to know about. Because right now, I'm looking you square in the eye and I'm telling you, you knew what was going to go on down there because you parked that car on the other side of the street, on the other street, you walked down 49th, and then you went through the cut after those folks got shot. And you went to the truck. The dog almost got you, which you admitted. You got in the driver's seat of that truck and you drove away.
Oh, sure.
All right? So if something happened in that house that could tend to justify, if not legally in your mind.
If something happened in the house to justify, man, the charge is going to be the same. You guys ain't going to.
They ain't going to be the same.
Mr. Scott, no, it's not.
Aggravated murder is premeditated. That means you went there knowing that you were going to do what you did.
I think you parked down the other street just so they wouldn't know that you were coming over. And you were there, you just wanted to surprise them and get your money. Because they know the sound of your
his boss told me he got paid. Derek told me he got paid. Derek said, I paid them guys. Go get your money. That's the reason why I came through the freaking field, man. I ain't want them to say, oh, I ain't got no money.
You didn't come through the field, though.
I'm saying that's the reason why I parked. I had to do park on the other side.
All right, so if you parked on that side, why wouldn't you have walked through the field to get to the house?
Because I was scared to go through the field because it's so much mud.
He did a lot of mud. Yeah. I was sinking.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking sinking mud.
It's horrible.
You know what I'm saying? So I walked around. Walked around, walked in, and I said, "We'll go to." I say something to them, man. Go up the stairs, and I'm telling you, man, it's another.
Mr. Scott, hold on. Let's just get rid of that story, okay?
It's just not true.
It's not true.
We've watched it. There's all kinds of video. Like nobody went up in that house.
And I don't think you were the killer. I don't think it was premeditated. I don't. And that's going to be the huge factor here.
No, sir. It wasn't premeditated, man.
Tell us what happened, Mr. Scott.
The real, man.
Yeah.
The real. I mean, we're all men here.
And listen, I went up there to talk to Carl. Carl's sitting there with the little pistol. Like I'm finna fucking attack him or something. I asked Carl for my bread. I said, we get to arguing. I said, man, listen here, man, I don't play you like that. I bring you food and all that shit when you're somewhere. You know what I'm saying? When you broke and you fucked up, man, I'll make a way to bring you shit. Then Heather bring her smart mouth out there, and I tell her, Heather, stop that up. Carl get up with motherfuckers in his hand, we tussle and they go off, man. I don't know.
So what about?
I didn't have the gun. Carl had the fucking gun. That's the honest God's truth. Carl had the fucking gun. I went to slap Heather, and me and Carl got the tussle and went off. And she lied and told you guys I just went and came in there shooting at her. I didn't come in there shooting at her. Carl had the fucking gun. See what I'm saying? We got the tussle and Carl shot. And the gun went off, man. I didn't go in there to hurt no fucking body. She tell you that. She told you we was in there arguing. And she told me to get out.
She did.
You know what I'm saying? I went, and Carl got up with the mother, got a tussle, and he shot. And the shit went off. I ain't kill nobody, man. I ain't gonna let no tension stuff shoot nobody, man.
How'd she get shot?
I ran out the house with a fucking gun,
Huh?
man.
What'd you do with the gun?
The guy threw the bitch
Where?
in the fucking lake, man. So, the gun went off, man. I think she probably got shot when we was tussling with the gun. I don't know, man. I don't know this shit happened so fucking fast up in there, man. I go to ask them for money, man. They get to tussling with me, and next thing you know, I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up for life. I'm going to prison for life.
No, I don't think so.
Man, come on, detective, man. Prosecutor, don't grind me up, man. Going to prison for life, man.
Well, we're gonna listen. I'm giving you my word. I'm giving you my word as a man, and really, I mean, that's all we have.
Come on, man.
Listen, and we're gonna re-interview Heather, and we're gonna press her.
Man, Heather gonna be lying, man. That's a lying bitch, man. I'm up there talking to her about money.
How many times did the gun go off?
I think 2 times.
2 times?
Cause the first time with Carl was like this.
Where were you at?
We in the front room.
Okay.
We in the front room. We like this.
What happened?
I think Heather. Oh man, this shit happened so fucking fast. But all I know is I'm trying to get this man from pointing this fucking gun at me.
What happened after the gun went off?
I grabbed the bitch and ran out the house.
Any idea how the second round went off?
In the bedroom?
I don't know, man. That shit happened so quick, man. All I know is she opened up the door. What the f*** are y'all guys? Or something like that, and pow, pow. I see Carl do like this, and I'm like, the f***? And then I see her like, you shot me. I'm like, I didn't shoot, man. It's crazy.
She got shot in the bedroom.
She got shot in the bedroom.
She was in the bedroom when she got shot. We know that for a fact.
But me and Carl tussling in the front room.
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out. So, like, here's the front room, right?
Yeah, I know that front
The
room.
kitchen, and then you have the bedroom here, right? Right, is that pretty
Me
accurate?
and Carl tussling by the
So-
TV.
Right, the TV was like right here
Me and Carl
by the
tussling.
door.
So she had to be.
So, but
Right.
then here's the thing: this one piece of evidence is over here, one piece of evidence is over here. We're trying to figure out how she got shot in the bedroom.
I'm
So,
talking about we was tussling by the TV because when she said what she said, I said, Carl come towards me because we by the bedroom door, like right here.
okay.
So she got shot in the bedroom, the door open, she gets shot because we right there by the TV.
Okay. That makes
But
sense.
the thing is,
Right
man,
by the door.
I'm going down for life for this shit, man. It's taking me too much.
Well, I can promise you one thing, Mr. Scott,
Done, man.
that you know, I don't know what your criminal history is. I'm being honest with you. I haven't
I
looked
got
at
out of
it.
prison for doing 13 years back in 2013
For what?
for ag burglary or something like that. Man. That's when I was,
Say 13 years for Agberg.
yeah, man. It was in Warren, Ohio. It was so much, and it was an elderly person involved. So
Oh, okay.
I'm You know how they bring
They had
that.
all them specs on
But the thing is, man, I'm so relieved that this shit is over with, man, because
I could see it in your face right now.
it's,
it. Do you want some more coffee?
man, it's been so traumatic to me, man.
Despite killing a man and shooting a woman and her dog, Osby sees himself as the victim of a traumatic experience.
I can't even imagine.
It's been so traumatic, man, because I didn't mean for none of this shit to happen, man. I didn't mean for none of this shit to happen, man. You can see my family all that shit crazy.
Do you have cream and sugar in it?
What?
Do you have cream and sugar in it?
Was that cream and sugar in it?
Yeah,
Or you
man.
want coffee or water?
Done, man. I'll put some fucking junkie look.
Listen.
Come on, man. This shit ain't right. Stop, right?
Where's the Tahoe at?
Sold the towel.
You did? Alright.
Man, this is so. How do y'all know I was at the car lot? The type.
I could, no. We didn't even talk to her. We didn't even talk to her.
No, I was at the car lot.
Trade secrets. I don't want to.
Yeah,
I
she
don't wanna-
told y'all.
No, she didn't. Look, man, I'm looking you in the eye telling you I have not talked to her at all, ever.
Oh, y'all's on
We
my
know about her.
Oh, y'all's on my Facebook page, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, nah, this shit is done, man. Y'all gonna still keep this shit
Went out on South Avenue,
south.
Maple.
I ain't been out there.
We've been out there.
I haven't been there.
I know, but
I don't go there. I go there to fuck the bitch you get it fucked on, man. I'm done, man. You gonna stay premeditated murder up there.
that's why I said that.
Just gonna stay.
Because if there's something else to it,
There's nothing else to it, man. Me and the man get to tussling with the gun, man.
and you didn't bring that gun there.
No, I didn't. Carl had his own fucking gun, man. Heather,
Well, where's that at?
that gun, that I threw it.
Why?
So I got shot. I don't care about the gun. That's some tissue wrap over those.
Yes, sir.
I'm dead, man. That's my life.
So what's going to happen? Listen,
It's life, man. I'm gone.
that's going to depend on two things. It's going to depend on your record, which we have. I don't know what it is. We haven't
I
seen
got
that.
life, man. I got life, man. Listen. I got life in jail. For going up there and trying to be a friend to somebody. I got life.
You say you owed you $600?
$600 and he's supposed to give me $200.
He's supposed to give you two.
He told me he didn't have it. I started getting smarter on more.
When was the last time you guys worked together?
Last summer.
Last summer? Did you, after that night, did you go over to Buckeye? 119th over there? No? Okay.
No.
Mr. Scott, do you have any questions for us?
It's gonna stay premeditated. I'm still one of life.
I don't think so.
Well, what's going to
It
happen?
won't be murder, man. Murder is murder, son.
Well, you're going to be charged on the warrant, okay? We have to do that. We have to charge you on the warrant, and that'll be tomorrow.
I'm not gonna get no accidental homicide. I'm not gonna get nothing like that, man.
We can't sit here and say that.
You know,
Okay.
I can't. I know what it's gonna say, man. It's gonna say straight up murder, man. I'm dead, man.
You know,
My life is
that's going to
over.
be up to a grand jury.
Man, you know how
And
the
then-
grand jury does in Kyle, man. Come on, man. There's no hope.
But you know the real.
Osby understands that he's facing nothing less than a murder charge.
I didn't mean for none of this shit to happen, man. I didn't mean for none of this shit to happen, man. Family, man. This shit crazy.
After a grueling interrogation, the detectives were relieved when Osby finally confessed.
I'm done, man. I had to swallow it, man.
Yeah.
I had to swallow it. They showed me everything, the video camera and all that.
Video camera.
Video, man. Video.
Really?
Yeah, bro. I had to swallow it, man. I tell them, man, listen. They knew it was an accident and all that shit. I know, bro. I shouldn't even went over there and mess with the dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Period. I should have left this shit alone.
Yeah. I'm glad.
Well, man, I love you, man. I guess I'll see you next lifetime.
Love you too, man. Just hit me when you get up.
See you in the next lifetime.
On June 28, 2021, Osby Scott was sentenced in Cuyahoga County Common Pleas Court to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 31 years. This sentence followed his conviction by a jury on 1 count of aggravated murder with firearm specifications, 1 count of attempted aggravated murder with firearm specifications, and 1 count of having weapons while under disability. Osby Scott's criminal past, marked by drug possession, trafficking, and theft, culminated in a life sentence after he killed Dillard Kennedy over just $200, an act that underscores the depths of human depravity. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more such content.